Alright everyone, now it's time for a new tech update. A little bit of an announcement the other day actually from Bitchute. Link in the description to their Subscribestar post. By the way, you should be using that as opposed to Patreon. It's a better site. I get donations on Subscribestar. You can look me up there. Certainly, if you wanted to support Bitchute. Also, my Bitchute channel, I'll put the link in the description. And I'll have both of those links down below in a pinned comment if you're watching on YouTube as well. Now, this is a little bit of an announcement from Bitchute about some changes that they're going to be making, all of which are positive. Now, you'll remember, of course, one of their announcements is the Ofcom case against them was dropped. Vahi and all the others have been more than respectful, by the way, to this particular British censorship edifice. Rather theatrical, flowery language. It's sort of like, okay, well, we'll pay you lip service and respect because you're not fucking us in the ass completely and our site continues to function. That's one. But also there are a couple of other announcements on here. One is that they're dabbling now with blockchain technology. So there is an attempt to do the blockchain crypto thing now on Bitchute, which will further decentralize. And I believe it's still sort of up in the air in flux as to how that's going to work. But the fact that that's in the works, converting the site further into a new tech front as opposed to yesteryear's sort of video hosting technology, etc., I think is a step in the right direction. So that should definitely fortify the site. And I don't mean that in the sense that elections are fortified, so that's good. Another thing is they're going to be doing a moderation change, decentralizing that. So you know how you can appoint moderators on sites in some cases to moderate content instead of having a centralized moderation system like a full-on staff that do things? That will become possible in the future as well for creators. They're using something called GunDB, some sort of decentralized database technology. We have already done a lot of testing with this. And a UI overhaul, which is good. Bitchute does have some user interface issues. I would say that all of the new tech sites actually share this problem, with the exception, I guess, of Minds.com, which really combines the functionality of like Blogspot/WordPress with like yesteryear's Facebook. Other than that, they're like Rumble, for instance, has some issues. Search is fine, but certainly if you go to your actual account page, it's rather cluttered and the format doesn't 100% make sense. You've got like 20 ways to go to the same exact page when you could just have one way to go to each page. Odyssey has issues occasionally too, because for new users, of course, the format being less familiar feeling to people who mainly use, old tech sites is more severe. So Bitchute could use an update. I'm hoping this impacts search. I'm hoping this impacts the search results the way that they appear. So yeah, an update. Bitchute is looking into some big things, and again, as one of the largest users on site, I'm no longer top in views or in subscribers, but I am still in the top 10, I believe, on both. I'll have to ask about the top 10 stats again at some point in the future and see whether I'm to foot or horseback, as my grandfather would definitely say. But exciting things coming, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with the site. Of course, user interface especially, and the lack of decentralization in some aspects have been perpetual gripes for some people. I think at this point, at least a significant portion of people that are interested in new tech at all want to deviate further from old tech, not just in censorship terms, but in actual usability and the way in which sites are actually crafted. So we've got all sorts of new tech stuff going on. Rumble acquiring Locals. Rumble technically not full-on new tech, but Locals was, and now they're rolled together. Bitchute updating things. Odyssey, I know, is working on stuff as well. This is an interesting time to be a content creator, and I'm glad to be on the cutting edge of all of these things. To those who haven't gotten in on it, again, the train is at the next stop, and it's building up steam. You'll have to jog to get to the station because you didn't get on the train in the first place. Now is the time to pressure content creators, especially those with political and socio-political commentary, anything certainly related to spirituality at this point, or their opinions on genetics, I suppose. Get them on new tech. Get them to branch out. That's the wave of the future. Make yourself uncensorable. That's about all. Peace out.